Guys, I'm Reese. Welcome back to another video. I will be showing you 4 simple upgrades for your sheep pen if you're not a builder, just like me. So we're going to start with number 1. This is just the most basic pen of them all. Just a 5x5, 25 square block. A little pen for maybe a couple sheep, maybe. You might overcrowd this very quickly though if you're planning on breeding the sheep, which you most likely will. But that's what number 2 is here for, and yes, I forgot to label it because I'm stupid. So, this is pen number 2, and as you can see it's much bigger, it's 10 by 10, not including the little gate over here. So, there's 100 square blocks, you can fill it to the brim with sheep. Much better for breeding the sheep in. I also added lights so there's no mobs around it. There's also a gate here so that they don't escape. So the sheep do not escape, ever, as you can probably see just then. Now number 3 is when you can take it not really too far, but a little bit too far. This is what I have in my world. I have a little undercover area right here full of hay bales, a little detailing here, and a cauldron filled with water. Nothing really too special. There are some lights around it, I guess. There is a gate. Still everything here, it's still very basic. The only thing we added is just this. And I took in the inspiration from the cow and the pig's pens. And now we're going to go into number 4, because if you want to breed your sheep, which you probably will, this is probably what you're going to end up with, right here. Overpopulation. Say they've eaten all the grass, which they look like they have almost, and you desperately need to regrow the grass. So that's what this is. This is level 4. So this adds a second 10 by 10 block. This 100 square block pen filled with hay bales and some cauldrons with water in them. Now you just have to simply lead the sheep over with some wheat, because don't do it with a lead, otherwise it's just going to be hard. Watch this. Allow me to demonstrate. There's a lot more grass in this pen that the sheep can eat and replenish their wool. Obviously I haven't sheared them, so yeah. That's what level 5 is for. Now, obviously sheep will get clogged up, and that's quite annoying, that I have realised, for the sake of it all. Yeah, you get the point. I'm just gonna stop now. Yeah, you get the point. And yet, see, they can't get out even though these 2 gates are open. One of the very benefits of having some of these safety features here, so that the animals don't get out. Now, number 5 is where you can shear them, because we added a shearing shed. And what I'm saying, I am so glad I built the shearing shed at level 5, the final level, because I'd have to reconstruct this twice, and I did not want to do that. So we still had this pen right here, but we detailed it with 2 trees, some bone meal, and a few little blocks here, like some coarse dirt, and some, I don't know what you call this. I think it's just like the stuff you find in villages that makes the roads. This is the same with here. You just add a tree. I went with an oak tree this time just to see how it might go. I used a taiga last time. We still have the all-important safety features, but we have detailed this with podzol as well. I don't know if there's any podzol in here, there is. And yeah, obviously I haven't overcrowded it this time, there's no overpopulation here. But where it comes in is the shearing shed right here. This is what I imagine a shearing shed would look like. We just have a singular sheep in there and some storage right here. Just barrels that you can put the wool in, which I will do. We have some looms so you can make your banners, and we have a crafting table just for crafting. I like this design I did on the floor. You just have to put some strip logs facing this way, and then another one facing that way. It's quite simple actually. I'll show you that if I can find it. Basically, all you do to get this pattern right, you just have to do this. That's the pattern I used for the floor in there. Now, allow me to demonstrate again how this works. Put some shears in here, some clippers, some whatever you call them. Inside the pen. The sheep's trying to escape. I've got no safety features here. It's just simply too small. And there you go. You can also store your shears in one of these barrels as well. But anyway, that obviously this is definitely more. All these pens are definitely more form over function, especially level 5, because it definitely looks a lot better than it what it sort of produces. Obviously, if you're actually decent at building, you would make, and if you're also decent, like good at Minecraft, you would make this a million times bigger and just make it like an auto sheep farm, and also make it look a lot nicer than this. I don't know how good this looks. It probably doesn't look good at all, but I do find probably level 4 probably the most helpful, because overpopulation is definitely something that everyone encounters when trying to breed any type of Minecraft animal, like cows, pigs, and sheep especially, because you definitely need the wool. But my suggestion is probably build an older sheep farm if you need wool. But this is all about form over function. Personally, I go for function, but this is just for form, just for looks and stuff. Again, especially level 5. I am also so glad I didn't have to. I did all the detailing in the shed and stuff last, because I would have to reconstruct this about twice. That would have been awful. I would have hated that. I would have hated every single second of that. I probably would have scrapped the video idea. Anyway, that's pretty much all for this video. I hope you liked that. I hope you find this helpful. If you're not very good at building, maybe use this video as inspiration for the next one. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, hopefully. See ya.